Requested on my appearance. The bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb. Say got the bomb. I got the bomb, I got the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, bomb. Apreta I, apreta awa, mora baba, mora yo, mabital, wise, so sa I, so sa awa, mang awa, goldi, golda, so I, so show you. Kata kata, pretty mama, come smile with me. Pretty mama, come dance with me. Pretty mama, you're the one for me. Yeah, you're the one for me. Yeah, let's make a mix. I'm the one up on the west and the one up on the east. I'm a gonna round this sweet nanny. All me wanna do is I hold you body. Jump up on the jumpy sweet nanny. I am gonna get ya. I am gonna get you. Good more flashback. Oh, won't you stay just a little bit longer? Oh, won't you please say you will? Yeah. Something this right. Pretty much today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up the phone. Just leave a message at the tone. 'Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything. One more time. Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone. Just leave a message at the tone. 'Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything. Yeah, man. You want some more? Need your help with this one. Say ay 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 oh. Say ay 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 yeah. Say ay 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 yeah. Ay 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 yeah. We got sunshine in the music. Music is a food lamp. We jam it, we rock it. We jam it, we rock it. Old school now. Long ago, was so long ago. Long ago, was so long ago. One more time. Say cloud shines. Imagine all those memories in your mind.
Good morning, Marianas. Oh my goodness. Is this the best day ever? It could be. You never know. Could be the best day so far. Maybe it all goes downhill from here. You never know. But man, I'm feeling it this morning. Hope you are too. Good morning, Marianas. It is Tuesday morning. It is 7:19 here in Saipan. I'll let you guys rock out a little bit. Been here for a little bit. You think he's done? He's not. Parker, the man, the myth, the legend. He does it all around the world. People love this guy. We love this guy. He is the man, the myth, the legend, the musical powerhouse. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I was feeling it this morning. I'm like, I need a little Parker in my life this morning. I need to get us going. This little super mix, this is it. This definitely gets it going in the morning. All right, good morning, Marianas. It is Tuesday, and we're looking at a great day today. No doubt about it, after the wild day that we had yesterday and everything that's been happening in the Marianas for the last few days. We got some good updates for you. We're going to get you all caught up with everything that's happening all around the world. And right here in the old CNMI. Right now it's 81 degrees out here in Saipan, and it feels great because the humidity is nice and low at the airport, 77%. And we were at the airport yesterday doing all that flying. Going to Rota on the brand new MAX airplane and their maiden voyage from Saipan to Rota and back, and what a trip it was. Aircon, sure. USB charging, oh, bonus. That was awesome. Absolutely loved it. And then the hospitality that we got in Rota was great. I still have some of those bananas left over from yesterday. And I'm not talking just bananas. You know how they do the fried banana thing over there in Rota? Oh, you know what I didn't get, though? I didn't get the donuts. They had so much going on. I didn't have time, and I didn't have a free hand to be able to eat some of those donuts. And I would have absolutely loved to, but I was walking around with a microphone and a camera trying to talk to everybody. So that's on Facebook, by the way. We did 4 separate live videos, or was it 3? All right, it was from the ceremony, the flight to taking off, and then the landing into Rota. Then the whole time we were on the ground, we were streaming live. And then when we first took off, and then when we landed in Saipan. So I combined all 3 of those, and you're able to go, if you want to watch the whole thing, and really you'd be watching the whole thing, you can fast forward through parts of it and everything like that just fine. But one of the reasons why you might want to watch the whole thing is just to kind of get a view of what life is like back home and check it out. I mean, like, it's Rota, and Rota is just beautiful, and you can't beat it. There's nothing quite like it. And being there and seeing it, watching that long form, I take you around the airport a little bit so you can see it. And just regular conversations with regular folks. So that's on YouTube. That's the long form video. It's long. It's not short. It's a long video. It's a couple hours long. But that's just so you can see it. The takeoffs, the landings, the inside the plane, the conversations with folks from here, and then walking around the airport in Rota. I didn't get one of the parking signs that I love at the Rota airport, which I love. It says Islander parking only. Now, I know that sign is talking about Islander rent-a-car, but I love just thinking, what if it doesn't mean Islander rent-a-car? What if it means you have to be an Islander to park in that part of the parking lot? I love that idea. I think that's the best. It's like, damn, I'm still just a haole. I can't park there. Like, I love it's amazing. We got the nice Bozobo lays that when we first walked in, and just great. Good to see all you guys this morning. Hey, Tobot, good to see you, man. Tobot, excuse me. Tobot, you sent me those 2 videos. Thank you so much for sending those yesterday of the takeoffs from Saipan. You've got the different perspective of where those flights took off from, and that was really cool. In fact, let me, did I not save these? I don't think I saved them in this part. So I'm going to go do that right now. It takes me like 2 seconds, don't worry. And just so I could keep it in the same spot. And, man, I could have put that in that video. Oh, I did. I got it because I got the Forerunner in the background. That was great. Anyway, I had this thought yesterday, just to remind you guys. This really is your news service. It's the NMI news service, but it really is your news service because I can't be everywhere all the time and catching everything. I don't know what's happening in the CNMI if you guys don't tell me what's going on in the CNMI. I know I go out there and I hear a lot of stuff, but what really helps is when you guys send us all the info. Like if you guys say, oh, check out this video, or oh, here's a press release. Oh, here's the meeting info for our meeting that's coming up this week or next week. Can you be at this event because this is what's happening? Yep, this is your news service. We do this so that you know what's going on in the community and so we can let people know what's going on with your events everywhere. And it's kind of cool. I love that we get to do this. It really is the coolest thing. There's nothing else I'd want to do. I'm pretty stoked about doing it every morning and doing it with you guys. So thanks so much for tuning in. We have a lot going on this week. What's going on this week? A lot's going on this week. What's one of the big ones that we got coming up that we're really excited about? Let's see if I can find the little thing right here. Let's see. Kapow. Oh, yeah. I'll just cover up half my face. I think that's the best way to do it. Let's do this. I'm going to put that back on. You know, I thought it was going to go so much easier when I was setting it up earlier. I was setting that video part up, and I was like, you know what? I'll put myself in it, but, like, I'll just be, like, one little piece, like, in a corner or something like that. So here, this is what I'm going to end up doing. I got to do this again. This is something that's happening today, this afternoon, this evening. Is it called evening? 5 o'clock evening? I think it's not exactly considered evening when we do this. Here, come on, you. Let's go. You know what? I promise you I'm going to get better at this one day. How about now? No! All right, here's what I need to do. There we go. Now it's going to work.
You'll be fine. Have confidence. Be strong. Be brave. And be open-minded.
There you go. And that's the show that's going to start tonight. We're really excited about that. So that's going to start today, 5 o'clock. The very first edition of that show is tonight at 5 o'clock. It is Off the Hill. Marissa Flores Unplugged, our Congresswoman from Precinct 3. She's going to be out with our Congresswoman to Washington, D.C., Kimberly King Hines. She's going to be the first guest of the show, and that should be a lot of fun. That's going to start a really big week for us, too, because then tomorrow night we got another big show. It's a big fan favorite. You guys have watched it. You loved it. You told us all about how much you like it. It's called Sip Happens. It's the podcast, the happy hour podcast of the Marianas Business Network, and that's going to be tomorrow night. We're going to have Curtis Danko is going to be in here, Travis Jones, Derek Cutting, PK Daigo. It's going to be a great night. It should be a lot of fun with everybody in here and talking about everything they're going to talk about. We were excited because we thought we were going to be able to get the Guam food guy, Ken Stewart, in with us. The only thing is that his travel plans changed. It's terrible news. Oh my gosh. So you know what else is terrible news is that my the show phone was turned off as it was charging. So if you just tried to call, don't worry. You'll be able to call here in a second. I can't believe I had the phone turned off. But we thought we were going to be able to get the Guam food guy to join us for the show. Turns out he's not going to be in Saipan. That's a tough one. If he was here, we're going to try to get him on the show with us. And that guy, one, he could talk for a while. And he knows a lot of stuff. He's been in the region for decades. And, oh, there we go. He's been in the region for decades. He's just a great guy. And we got to have him on our show, and he's delightful. But he's not going to be in Saipan to join us for the show. So maybe next month we'll be able to get him. And then we're going to have Advocacy Amplified this week. Right now, the two hosts for Advocacy Amplified have been sidelined by whatever that bug is that's going around in Saipan. They got it. And they are definitely feeling it, not feeling great. So we'll see. Could it be that we don't get to have those guys in here in April? That would be sad. But hopefully we'll get them in here in April because they do so much for the community, helping folks advocate for themselves with Adam Posse, and we don't want to miss a beat with those guys. All right, what else we got going on? Man, I got the update from the Associated Press that I want to get to you. I know they're going to talk about the pontiff, the passing of the Pope. Yesterday, we broke the news here in Saipan when the Pope died. Again, you know why? It's not because we are omnipotent. We don't know everything. We're not omnipresent. But we do get a lot of people who send us stuff like right away. It's like, holy cow, the Pope died. Oh, geez. Let's get something out. Let everybody know about it. And so when we did that, we kind of took off and got around. But it's sad. We are popeless right now. It's like we've got a acting pope. I don't know how that works, but I know I did see what was the movie? One of those. Oh my gosh. The Da Vinci Code books. Was it the first one or the second one? I can't remember. Either way, I remember watching it through that process. So we're in the process of waiting to see who our next pope is going to be. You know, that's not like a right away thing. They go through the whole mourning process and everything. They got to do all the meetings. And then every day they start a little fire. In the fireplace, if white smoke comes out, we got a new pope. And then they announce him. So we're not there right now. So we'll see how that goes. So that's one. The other one that took off yesterday, too, we talked about it on the show yesterday, was Regal Cinemas closing. And we finally talked about it yesterday after sitting on it for about a week because we wanted to make sure that all of the staff at the theater knew about it. And they said they did, but we also want to give them a chance to talk about it. And I figured they were going to talk about it last week. I figured wrong. They did not want to talk about it last week. We stopped by there and we gave them our card, talked to them a little bit, and we were hoping to get them to say something. But I guess they're just not allowed to say anything. You figure if you're losing your job and you're running the place, you could probably tell people what's going on, right? That's sad. Now, the news that Regal is closing is sad for sure. Is there a possibility that something else comes in and opens it up? Maybe another entity or something. I mean, it still says Hollywood Theater. It doesn't even say Regal Theater outside of the building, right? So maybe, hold on for a hope that there could be another company that swoops in. Not a false hope. I mean, we don't know for sure. We're not, we haven't heard anything that tells us that that's definitely happening. But maybe. I mean, that's a bunch of people who are going to lose their jobs over there at Regal Cinemas, and it's a place that we like to go. We only have until April 30th to enjoy it. That's when you walk in, that smell of that popcorn, there's nothing quite like it. The movies, seeing it on the big screen, paying a lot of money, of course. But those summer screens were the best when they would play the older movies and you only pay like $1 or $2 to go see it. Now, you think, oh, how can they make money? Well, the thing is, the theaters don't make money when you buy movie tickets. No, they only get a tiny little piece of that. The way they make money is through the sales of the food and the drinks that they've got there. That's it. That's how they really make their money. So if they're not making money on the food and beverage sales, it's tough. The only thing is for me, they're so expensive. And it's not like it's just here. It's not. It's not just here. But they almost force you to bring stuff in from outside. And I've done it. I am 100% one of those guys. But I do it. I have a guilty conscience when I do it. So I at least buy some water. Right? I paid the extra money for the overpriced drink or the water. Or maybe a popcorn. But like the other stuff, man, that stuff's way too expensive for me to handle it, so I get it. I am still a high school kid when it comes to going to the movies. I know. That's not responsible, Brad. Hey, I'm talking truth. That's what it is. You go to the movies. You're bringing a family of 4 to the movies. I don't want to spend $60. And you do, fast. Especially if you're just talking about the tickets, right? Then if you want to get the food, you want to add that in there. You know, all of a sudden that fun little trip to the movies is like, holy cow. Like, that's a lot of money. And if you can't do it, then don't go. All right. Easy there, Money Wad. All right. So anyway, so it looks like we're losing our theater. We're losing DFS. Nothing against DFS. This is not a bad knock on DFS. But I never really thought of that as a local place. The theaters, yes. DFS, I mean, I'm not walking around with, 1,000 handbags with the comma. That should be the new brand, commas, right? That's it. Because how many commas do you have in your bag, or how many, for all of your gear? I am not that guy who's going to Hermes. I'm not the guy who's going to Louis Vuitton. I'm going to Louis Sablon. I'm sorry. I am sad that we're going to lose it. Actually, I'm not sad. I'm a little disappointed because it's a cool thing that we could have. You know, I like that building. I like that we do have something fancy, even if can only afford like 5 things in the whole building. But it's still kind of cool that we have it, right? Having another darkened area in Garapan is not great. It's like the never-ending story with the nothing. The nothing is going through Garapan, and it's ravaging building after building. All you have to do is take a look at Garapan at night. Go to Mount Tapachow. You can actually see it from my house. You look down at Garapan, look at Gran Frio. Nothing. You're not looking at any lights. You're looking at where there's windows and no lights. Then IPI. Nothing. There's nothing. Now, though, you do get a whole lot going on over there at Crown. A lot of rooms there, pretty nice, very nice. And then you see the Marianas Beach Resort. Well, there's something there. It's not as much, but it is, pretty dark. Now, if you're gonna have DFS go totally dark, and we're losing our theaters. So I was looking at the comments. I see all your comments, by the way, when you guys post. And saw the one about somebody made this comment, and I'm like, well, that's crazy. It's just off the wall. What if it wasn't off the wall? The guy was talking about, we lost this, we lost the movies. What's next, Joe 10? And I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. Holy crap. I mean, could you imagine if we lost something like that? Like, what is next, by the way? These big companies, they stick around. You just think that they're there forever and everything's going to work out. And they do seem to weather every storm. Oh, what if they can't? I don't want to get in a what if battle, but it made me think about it, though, because with all these things that are closing in, I wouldn't say rapid succession, but they're just starting to accumulate. It's like a certain kind of spice that doesn't hit you all at once, but it just starts to have that cumulative effect. How long before another one of our local legacy businesses gets affected just a little bit too much? We had the Tan family just came here over the weekend. We got to see them over at the soccer field, and they were talking about having everybody come in and and how much they do for the community, and in how many different ways. Because there's so many different things that the folks, the Tantons, do here in the community. Like, they individually, like different family members, donate to different things. They'll donate to the soccer. They'll donate to the Namasa or to the sports complex and all that stuff. That's a lot of stuff you guys don't see. That's behind the screens and behind the scenes. And they don't really talk about all that stuff because at a certain point, it just seems self-serving. That's why it'd be great to have someone say something about it for them. And I'll be happy to do that because I'll tell you, like, right down the street, our baseball, those lights, the field, the building, the aircon, all that stuff. Oh, no. They don't pay for that. We have to pay like $45. Okay, gotcha. They're getting no money from the CNMI government to do that. There's employees who run that place and work there and keep it clean, and that bug in my face. There's all kinds of folks who are there that does not get paid for by itself. A lot of that is folks who are chipping in, and they are chipping in. At the family level, they're chipping in. Like different members of the family. It's not just a big conglomerate, right? But like they are chipping in to help support things that we're doing here in the CNMI. And I think people would be happy to hear about that kind of stuff and see it, to know about it. But yeah, they were here and doing that stuff. And what happens? How many losses can they take on the big scale? Not just them. I'm talking about anybody. I mean, what's going on down the street for them is not good. The other way. So, but they're not the only ones. There's a lot of folks who are definitely feeling the pinch, and that is an understatement. That's a cute way of saying that people are not doing as great as they used to financially. And by the way, that's not breaking news. It's something that we're figuring out. The only good news, it's not doom and gloom. But the good news is eventually we're going to get through it. But, man, it's hard to see that light at the end of that tunnel right now. You know it's going to come, but when? All right, let's get off that for a second. So I want to say hey and good morning to a bunch of you guys in the comments over there. Tobot, again, great to see you, man. Really great to see you. Eric Mafnas, my brother, thanks for being in this morning. Great to see you. Colis Iglesias, great to see you. Thank you so much. Oh, Lou. Oh, my God, Lou Aldon. Said, oh, Lou, we're going to find that poll just so I can show it because that was so funny yesterday. I'm also buffering. That's great. Good morning, John. Les from YMY. Great to see you. Jermel, thanks so much for being in here this morning. Great to see you. Joseph, De Leon Guerrero in the house. Jackson Cruz, great to see both of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. You need to sell 2 of my fingers and kidneys to afford a quarter of the bags there. You're talking about our DFS. I know. Trust me. Hey, good morning, Daisy. Great to see you. Luisa Cabrera in the house. I feel like I haven't seen you in like a year, and it's way too long. Jackson said there are new ones going to replace such as Walmart and AMC theaters. Well, you know, you hope so. Absolutely hope that we can get that. Oh, yes. And talking about that crew down there at the gym, the Atta Gym, Nate Guerrero and their staff, they are great. Oh, we got a phone call coming in. But I can't take it. It's a private number. Those private numbers are the worst. You never know what's going to happen, and I can't hold you accountable for being. You got to call me. You can't block your number. Said, is that another shirt design that you're going to share with Chuck and I? This one is. Hold on. Get back in focus. This is the Hand Me shirt. I got this when I was with Triple J doing Hand Me stuff and helping out with the golf tournament, and so I got this cool Nike golf shirt. Yes. Absolutely. By the way, speaking of another shirt design, I've got one, but I have another one. Like I've asked our guy for another one to get one that's a little bit darker, maybe because I spilled too much food on myself. I got to get something else, but it's good. Good morning, Joe Diaz. Thanks for tuning in. Great to see you. Holy cow, we got a message from the Paradise Pickleball Club of Saipan, Northern Mariana Islands. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. I know the out of focus thing. I can't figure it out. I see it too. I know. I like that. Here we go. Oh, same thing. Those private numbers, man. Like, I don't take them. Because I can't tell. Don't worry, I'm not going to give out your number if you call. But I give private numbers, block numbers. I can't do it, guys. Hey, Hovind says, shout out from Checkpoint International Corporation. Yeah, thank you for tuning in and jumping in this morning. You know, Luisa, I got a story about that. The guy who, they say, was still waiting on the turquoise one. I have that extra order in, but the guy who was doing that for me, I ended up getting sick, and I didn't follow up with him. Again, especially because he's like, don't worry, Brad, I'm gonna hook them up for you. They're gonna be even for free. I'm like, oh shit, great. Oop, I slipped out a bad word there. I'll message him. I'll message him today. In fact, I'll message him right now. I won't do it right now. Oh, that is a good message. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you for that. Yep, maybe. Someone said that calls from Congress are often private numbers. Maybe. I don't know. I just don't take the risk that someone's going to call in and be crazy. Now, I've never had a bad phone call come in here yet. There are some people that say things that we don't agree with sometimes. We let them go for it, and no problem. Everyone's still respectful. But it's the block ones. That's the ones. That's the tough one that can't really deal with. At least it's like how if you comment on the page or on the show, you're able to do it, but it's with your account, right? Like on the speak up groups and all that stuff, which are great. I love them. But you're able to do anonymous stuff. I know you can make like a pseudonym account or something like that, and you can go for it and make your comments and all that stuff. But we just don't do the anonymous stuff. So you got to have something. Hey, we were talking about donuts not too long ago, and the thing is, we are getting some donuts today. Lou has got some donuts coming our way at lunchtime today, and there's 10 of them coming. These are fundraising donuts, and if you want to try one of these donuts, you should pop in here somewhere around like after 12. Eds Villagomez, good morning. Great to see you too. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really great to see you. And wow, like a blast from the past. I only get to see her in pictures with Angelo. Hashtag Chamorro Jesus. Who's Chamorro man out there traveling all around the world. Wow, that Tahiti trip. Oh my gosh. Are you guys friends with Angelo? Did you see his posts from Tahiti? It is not just like you've seen one island, you've seen them all. My God. Tahiti looks like a fairy tale kind of place. It is absolutely incredible. Just gorgeous. It looks like the artist's depictions in Moana. Like, that looks like Tahiti. I mean, that's it. It was absolutely amazing. It's gorgeous. All right. Yeah, that is great. That is great. All right, hey, here's what we're going to do. I want to get you guys the update from the Associated Press. We want to talk more about the things that are happening here, but I don't want you guys to miss out what's happening in the mainland. We got local stories to talk about. Like, for instance, they still haven't come up with a verdict. That's right. The jury has not yet reached a verdict with the case of Nick Regis and Chui Lam Fu with regards to the Pala Pala Gate. They haven't done it yet. They were asking about some specific questions. Somebody sent them a dictionary and a thesaurus. Yeah, what's a thesaurus? It's the smart dinosaur. But they sent them in there to try to help them with some of the words and all that stuff. And they're wondering if they're not stuck on a specific juror. You know, what are they trying to do? I got people walking up to me randomly talking about this case, saying, I mean, you know they're guilty, right? I got another one. Man, you don't think they did it, did you? Like, all that stuff, every perspective. All I do is hope for the best. I wasn't sitting there for the whole trial. I can't say. But you hope for that justice is served whichever way it goes. If they did it, I guess they got to get them. If they didn't do it, then I hope they don't get them. I mean, like, I didn't sit there to hear the whole thing. I could only hear the arguments at the end. Otherwise, there's just too much stuff being a one-man band over here. I can't sit through a whole trial unless it's like really, really heavy, kind of crazy trial. Like what's going on with those kidnappers that aren't kidnappers anymore. Yeah, the taxi cab case. Remember? I know you remember it, but it's a little bit of distance, and maybe it's not so scary anymore. But those kids and those two adults who kidnapped a taxi driver and held him against his will. He escaped. They didn't let him go. He escaped, ran for his freaking life, and found other people at COP Beach. That is how he got free. They were holding him against his will, and the Attorney General's office dropped the kidnapping charge. The charge that could keep those people in jail for life. I know. They got a lot of cases to handle. They've got a lot of things. No. These two guys and those three kids who can't be charged as an adults, they can't be. They should be, but they can't. Legally, unless we change the law, those three can't be charged as adults because they didn't murder somebody or sexually assault somebody. But those five need to be thrown in a pit, and they need to cover that pit. I mean, that's it. These are the worst of the worst. And those three kids did it as kids. What kind of future do you think they got? Nothing if they don't really get hammered. These guys, these adults though, they should never see the light of day. They should be put in Department of Corrections and never come out. You saw that video. It's disturbing to watch. That guy's asking for mercy. They were told that he's never going to see his family again. They had someone choking him behind. They were punching him. You saw all the blood and all that other stuff. Tell me that isn't kidnapping. They did. But they're doing it so they can get a guilty plea. The maximum is 20 years in prison for these guys now. And then that's for the robbery. Aggravated assault, that's 10 years. And then disturbing the peace, 6 months, $500 fine. No matter what, neither of these perpetrators are going to be able to pay for these fines. This $10,000 fine for the robbery and another $10,000 for the battery. They're never going to be able to pay for that. That's just, forget it. Don't worry about that. It sounds terrible to us because we actually are responsible people trying to do good things in our community. These guys aren't like us. That's it. And what does that mean? What do you mean they're not like us? They're bad people. They kidnapped a taxi driver, stole his stuff. He gave him everything he had, and he still had to escape to save his life. And they're dropping that charge. What are they worried about? They're doing it for an easy conviction because they said they'll plead guilty, right? Brad, you don't know. It's not easy. Okay, you're right. You're right. I don't know. But this is like one of the worst things that's happened here that wasn't murder. That's worse. This is one of the worst things that happened to this guy. And that could happen to anybody? Are you kidding? You can't drop that charge. They did. How the hell do you drop that charge? That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And that's what aggravates it to another case because of kidnapping, another level of their heinousness of this crime. These guys should never come out of the Department of Corrections. They should be in there forever. I am laughing at that comment on WhatsApp. Thank you. That was a nice little way to break that up. But that is, I'm telling you, it was such an awful thing. It was such an awful thing to witness. And we posted that video because people need to see how awful that was. I don't think you take this to court and you air that in front of a jury, there's no way you lose that case. You would not lose that case. You gotta hammer these bad actors. And those kids, you need to change the law. The law needs to change so that juveniles who are involved in heinous crimes like this, they feel the full weight of the justice system. Our justice system is a whole lot of, I'll suspend it except for 6 months. They did all this for $200, a couple of phones. And this guy had to run for his life. They did not let him go. Don't forget this. That he had to escape from these guys. And he ran to another family that was at the beach. That's the only reason why this guy's alive. Where do you think these guys were going to stop? These are the same people who abuse puppies, because they don't have that same, there's that little switch in their head that says this is wrong. They were playing with this guy. You watch that video. I am not blowing this up. This is exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. There's no added dramatics on this. These are some really bad people who did an awful thing. If this was your family member, you'd be screaming death penalty. We don't have it. But you'd want something like that for this. These people do not belong in our society. The people who perpetrated this crime against this taxi driver, they do not deserve a place in our society. The only place that they deserve, 3 hots and a cot inside prison. Forever. That's it. All right. That's my segue of saying, all right, I can't talk about it anymore. I'm kind of exhausted about it, but I just couldn't believe it. I understand at some point when you're doing your job that you just need to get through it and get to the next. I understand that. But this is not filing a report. This is not doing your TPS reports for your office. This kind of a case impacts the next 20, 30 years of our community. And that is a rational, objective opinion. How this case plays out will affect our Commonwealth for the next 20 to 30 years. Because it's going to set some precedent. It's going to say, do we care about getting serious with crime? This is not like a minor theft. Now, they might not have taken much from this guy in terms of material things. Some keys, some cell phones, $200. Right. They kidnapped him. They brought him to the beach. They choked him out. They beat the crap out of him, and they stole his stuff. And they were telling him he wasn't going to see his family again. Keep that in mind. Think about that. What if that's your dad? What if that's your brother? Your cousin? What if that's just your friend? But imagine if that is your brother or your dad that some people did that to. How would you handle this? I think a lot of those kids would not be breathing. I know, Brad, how dare you? Are you threatening? No, it didn't happen. But I'll tell you what, there'd be some kids who wouldn't be enrolled at school if that was my dad. I know. That's awful. How could you say that? I'm just telling you. Yes. The powers of ventilation. All right, let's move on. That got a little dark. And out of focus. Come on, let's go with this. I'm not sure what's going on with that focusing, but that's been an ongoing thing. We'll figure that out. Anyway, that almost brings us up to our next update. So I might as well just keep going for another couple of minutes till the latest update is available from Headline News. Yeah, AP, they've got it every hour, and we're 3 minutes away from the next one. So I might as well let it roll a little bit. How about, what's the other one? Oh, I do like that case. That's a good one. How about the boaters? Did you guys see the press release we put out yesterday that we got from DPS? I could pop it up on the screen here real quick. But we did post it yesterday. And we didn't even start the discussion. We let you guys have the discussion. And I agree. You guys reached the same, you at least expressed some of the same suspicions that we have about this distressed vessel, sorry. I mean, I guess you could say it's a vehicle. No, it's a boat. So we got this from DPS, and this happened Friday night. 9:55 p.m., DPS received a report of a distressed boat that was sinking just outside the reef by Sugar Dock. Oh, no. Then it continues. They launched the rescue vessel out there. They responded and later discovered they had already got the boat back to shore. So what happened? So apparently, 4 Chinese nationals took a 12-foot boat out at 8 o'clock for a test drive. At 8 o'clock at night. And around 9 o'clock, when they were heading out of the reef, they got hit by a wave, flooded the boat. 2 of them put on scuba gear and fins and masks and started to swim toward the shore. And then when they got to shore, they called somebody for help. All right. Let's talk about that for a second. Who the hell takes scuba gear out for a test drive on a boat? And part 2, who goes out on a test drive on a boat at 8 p.m.? This is not 8 p.m. East Coast in the summer when it doesn't get dark till 10 p.m. This is Saipan, where it is dark at 8 p.m. There's no lights on this boat. How do you know that, Brent? Well, it says it right here. The operator of the vessel was cited for failing to register the boat, failing to have a functional navigational light, no radios. The vessel was overloaded, and there was no approved U.S. Coast Guard flotation device. So no life jackets. All right. No radio, no lights. It's not registered, and it's overloaded. And it's not going to be overloaded just because you got 4 people in it. What else did they have in there? First of all, unless your name's Will Hunter, you do not want to try taking a 12-foot boat anywhere. Will Hunter will take it to Tinian. Was that a 14? Maybe it was a 14-footer. But still, could that be a one-way trip to Guam that they were doing? I mean, they called for help at almost 10 o'clock. That's not a friggin' test drive. Okay, so what if even the best answer is still not a good answer? The best answer is that they weren't trying to go to Guam, and it's still not a good answer because if they got their scuba, they were probably scuba fishing. No lights, going out at 8 p.m., just outside the reef, scuba fishing. That, to me, says they're fishing. Did the police say that? No. But I did reach out to them, and whatever they brought back, I said, were there extra fuel cans or anything like that? They said, no, there's nothing to say that they had any of that stuff. But hold on, what was the answer? It was no indications of extra fuel, but if they did, they had a lot of time to get rid of it between the time they got to shore. Yeah, JJ and Arlene, I know, right? They ditched their backpacks and luggage. Yeah, they're all Chinese, all of them. MS-14. Oh my God, that's funny. That is pretty funny. So again, even the best case scenario is not a good case scenario. Going out scuba fishing, which you can't do, depleting the reef, and you get them when they're sleeping. That's the best case. Still not a good case. So there you go. But yeah, it also, maybe if the boat was a little bit bigger, but again, no radio, no lights. Of course, and so that's why I was thinking, and who just carries random scuba stuff with them? Like, in a boat, like, again, best case scenario is that they were just trying to fish out our reefs at night with scuba gear, and that's terrible. Could also be that they planned on dropping them off somewhere else, and they just scuba offshore, and then they boat back. And say we don't have any issues. Nobody says we don't have issues, but it's something to be concerned about for sure. All right, let's do this. Ooh, we got 2 things on here. All right, let me see if I can get this on the screen. Oh, you guys can't see it that way because I'm not doing it that way. All right. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to put this on here, and then we're going to take a break. Pal, where you at? Share screen. Da-doom-doom. Here we go. We're going to show you something cool here in a second. And I think it's that. That's it. Boom. Did you know? Last Shot Bar, it's their 4th year anniversary. This weekend, April 26th, at Last Shot Bar. Motorcycles, cornhole, drinks, fun. It's all there. You don't want to miss it. You can find out more information. Give them a call at 287-4667. 287-4667. Last Shot Bar. It's their 4th anniversary. Whoop, whoop. That's right. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love Last Shot Bar. They got a great vibe. They're great folks. And this is their big thing. So it's a bike night and a cornhole tournament all together for their 4th anniversary. And they got a whole bunch of people jumping in. from Marpac. Michelob Ultra, Budweiser, Bud Light, Elijah Craig Bourbon. Man, they're going to have a little bit of everything. And if you've ever been to Last Shot and you know the folks there, it should be amazing. Let's do it. I love this. It's great. So it says run by the Michelob Ultra Cornhole League, the MUCL, the Muckle. It's run by the Muckles. All right, they might not have any magic powers, but they could definitely throw some bags. All right, guys. That's what we got going on for this morning. It's exciting. And now we've got some commercials for you. And we've also got, we also have the update from the Associated Press. So we can get you a little bit of all that stuff here in just a little bit. But I want to say thanks to all of you for tuning in this morning. Speaking of Last Shot, here we go.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. Got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. The death of Pope Francis is the big story worldwide today. Tricia Thomas reports from the Vatican.
Thousands of people gathered here in St. Peter's Square this evening to say a rosary prayer in honor of 88-year-old Pope Francis, who died at 7:35 this morning, Rome time. This evening, the Vatican released a statement about how he died. It was a stroke that caused a coma and then led to heart failure. They also released his final testament, in which he said he wants to be buried at the St. Mary Major Basilica in Rome, not here at the Vatican where other popes are buried. The cardinals are starting to come into Rome, and they will have tomorrow their first meeting. The funeral is likely to be by the end of the week. After the funeral, there are the Novendiales, which are the 9 days of mourning. After the Novendiales, they can select a date for the conclave to choose the next pope. Tricia Thomas at the Vatican.
Beginning May 5th, the Education Department will start collecting on federal student loans that are in default. Officials say that involves roughly 5.3 million borrowers, and the actions will include the garnishing of wages. The wife of former U.S. Senator Bob Menendez has been convicted of charges in a bribery scheme with the New Jersey Democrat. And stocks took another beating. Seth Sutel has the AP Markets report.
Wall Street closed lower as investors get more skeptical about U.S. investments because of President Trump's trade war and his mounting criticism of the Federal Reserve. The S&P 500 fell 2.4% Monday. The index is 16% below the record high it set 2 months ago. The Dow Jones Industrial Average sank 971 points, about 2.5%. The Nasdaq lost 2.6%. Prices also sank for long-term U.S. government bonds, while the value of the dollar slid against the euro and other currencies. The dollar has lost about 9% of its value so far this year. Seth Sutel, New York.
This is AP News. A challenge to Obamacare heard at the nation's highest court today. Ed Donahue has our report.
The Supreme Court seems likely to uphold a key provision of the Affordable Care Act. It's the preventative care provision of what's also called Obamacare. The plaintiffs argued requirements to cover things like statins to prevent heart disease, lung cancer screenings, HIV prevention drugs, and medication to lower the chance of breast cancer for high-risk women are unconstitutional because a volunteer board of medical experts that recommended them should have been approved by the Senate. The challengers also have raised religious and procedural objections to some of the requirements. The Trump administration defended the mandate before the court, but President Trump has been a critic of the law. Conservative Justices Brett Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Barrett, along with the 3 liberals on the court, appear skeptical of the arguments. Ed Donahue, Washington.
Thanks, Ed. And I'm Ben Thomas, AP News. Thank you for listening.
All right, Marianas, welcome back. There's a whole lot of commercials that came your way, and you got the latest update from the Associated Press. Gotta absolutely love that. You know what else you gotta love? You gotta love the vitamin promotion from PHI Pharmacy. Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, my gosh, it's right in my face. All right, hold on. Let me shrink that up a little bit or move it out of the way. How about now? Bam. All right, sometimes you just gotta flick it out of the way. There you go, vitamins. I'll tell you what. Our friends over at PHI have a great vitamin promotion going on right now, and they're excited to offer a variety of affordable daily vitamins for the whole family. Each one of the bottles is just $2.99 for a 30 count. That's a 1-month supply. And here's a quick breakdown of what you can get. Children's multivitamins, that's a 60 count. Ages 2 to 3, that's 1 chewable daily. And ages 4 and up, that's 2 chewables daily. So up to 1 month. Up to 2 months for the littlest kids. Adult multivitamins and mature multivitamins for seniors and prenatal vitamins that are great for women who are pregnant or planning to conceive. You can get all of these vitamins that are on the screen right there for just $2.99 a bottle, and that's good enough for a whole month. And that's available over at PHI Pharmacy, a Health Mart pharmacy. And they're partners with us, and we're happy to tell you all about that stuff. So go ahead, get down there to PHI. They've got locations in Garapan, in Dandan, and in Cagman. They're kind of everywhere. You might as well just go and get your stuff from them. And you know, you got to give them love too, because they give us love over here at the show. So PHI, they're here for us, and so we're here for them. Great stuff. All right, so a whole bunch of different comments just came in. By the way, I can't say this is it. I'm just seeing a whole bunch of comments that popped in. Yeah, I saw that. Gloria, by the way, good morning. Great to see you. So thanks so much for coming in. She's like, methinks they were trying to illegally fish using their scuba gear. The question now is, who do they work for and who owns the boat? Yeah, good. I bet it's restaurants. It says, be like JJ Semin and rock the kayak. You'll catch more. I like that. Yeah, I see all you guys in there. And Arlene says, Sakalaya niyaw siya niya divers joblu. Probably they're going to hit all the sanctuary spots. Maybe, but not from there. That's a tough spot. If you're going to launch over there by Sugar Dock, I mean, where are you going to go? Maybe you're going to go around the south, but then you're fighting the current. That's not an easy way to hit the sanctuary spots. I mean, the only sanctuary spots on this side you're going to be getting, if you get all the way up to, you got to go up north or go by Managaha. I don't know that you'd want to go outside of the reef to Managaha in a 12-foot boat. Yeah. Doesn't seem like they had a great plan, whatever the plan was. Maybe it was, get a boat, Get in the water, let's get some fish. Maybe that was the whole plan. Well, it didn't work out great. And DPS went out there to help them. And that was about as far as they were able to get. Hey, this week, we have a lot going on. We are not going to have a show tomorrow. Sorry. Dispensa That's a Good Morning Marianas tomorrow. We've got the Economic Forum for the Saipan Chamber of Commerce. We are going to be on that whole schmear. We're going to be the MC. I'm going to be the MC for the show. And then also I'm going to be the moderator for the Department of Defense part. So that's going to be kind of neat. We're going to be talking all about it. So we won't be there tomorrow. But tonight we've got the Off the Hill with Marissa Flores. That's going to be at 5 o'clock. Tomorrow, though, after the Economic Forum, we'll be back here tomorrow night for the SIP Happens with the Marianas Business Network. That's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. And then Thursday, our regular show will be back again. And then we should have, depending if everyone's healthy, the folks from NM Posse coming in to do Advocacy Amplified. Yes, that show that everybody's watching about teach people how to advocate for themselves and doing a better job at a whole bunch of different things. And that's one of the reasons why we're considering a different location so that we're able to be at a place where we can have folks that have mobility issues come on the show, right? Mobility challenges. We got a great spot here. I love that backdrop and everything like that. You know, the big thing though is, you know, is that worth not being able to have people on the shows that I love and I care about, and I want to help them help themselves. You know, like I want to have people. I don't want people who are mobility challenge or with mobility challenges to not be able to come on the show. That part sucks. That really does suck. I want to do something about that. So it's a tough decision because it's going to be expensive. Everything's going to be more expensive. This is a great spot. I get to partner up with a great guy in Jojo Alapuzzo in having this spot. And he's just the friggin' best on like every level. Every level. He's the friggin' best. And so this place is affordable because it doesn't cost a lot. It's affordable because I get to split it with him. And we end up moving. I mean, that's going to be a solo thing. So I might have to put on some big boy pants here and holy crap it through a little bit by going to a place that doesn't have that kind of an issue. Yeah, that's I'm telling you, that's weighing on me like a friggin' ton of bricks, and trying to figure out how to make that work and how that can happen. It's not an easy decision, but it's a big one. It is a big one. Yeah, that's a big decision. The good news is that there is somebody who's willing to give us a smoking deal, at least for the first year, to help us through it. After that, though, woo, Nelly, that's going to get a little bit crazier, for sure. Oof. I'm not excited about any of that. I'm a little excited about it. But I'm more feeling the weight of that. And I don't know why. Maybe I'm just being a little wuss about it. I think that's the case. That's probably it. Man up, Rosala. Let's do this. All right. Calm down. All right, but that's just to give you an idea of what we got going on this week. Let's see, there were a couple other things. Oh, did I pull up this video? This one, I sent it to myself because I wanted to show you guys. If you think that you've got it bad when it comes to traffic, let's see if I can't pull this up. I want to share it with you guys. We use Google Maps for our traffic report to let you know like what traffic is like on the island. Google Maps is good. It is super helpful, and it will help you out with so many different things. Oh, here, let's see if I can. Let me see if I could just do it this way without doing that whole screen. Will this work? It should work. Let's see. I'm going to put this on the screen for you here in a second. Yeah, we'll download it.
then we'll put it on the other one. There we go. We're gonna close that one out. We're gonna close that one out. Where's that share? We'll do it on the vitamin screen. Deal. All right, so let's go with the vitamins. We're gonna turn off the vitamins, pal. And we'll put on this, the maps. You'll see it. Pretty smooth, right? We're doing it pretty quick, pretty smooth? Yeah, no, we're not. But it's good, it's worth seeing. Okay, let's call it vid 1. And put this on here. We'll make it a loop. And I'm only gonna be using it for today so I don't have to move it around anywhere. There it is, kapow. And let's just see how it fits on the screen. Yeah, this was in Indonesia. And yikes, this is a couple of weeks ago. They were driving in Indonesia, just following the rules of the road. And it sent them careening, like Dukes of Hazzard style. And somehow, they didn't hit anybody, and they didn't get seriously hurt. Their car is seriously jacked. But definitely, I mean, imagine you're just like, oh, honey, I think we're supposed to take this left over here. Oh, yeah? All right, let's go. Thank God that they weren't seriously hurt. And that guy in the scooter, good thing he wasn't like laying on the gas a little bit earlier in his trip. Could you imagine that happening in Saipan? Well, I don't think there's anywhere in Saipan that has that kind of elevation on another road anyway. So you're probably okay. Guam, possible. Definitely possible in Guam. They got some issues over there too. But look at that. Guam, boom! I couldn't believe it. No, I could not believe it when I saw it either. So thankfully, we don't have that issue going on. All right. I'll tell you what, though. That is what's happening now. We gave you a little bit of update what's happening here. Let's get you the update because there's a lot of things that happened on this day in history, and the folks from the Associated Press have a nice little package for that we've got for you.
April 22nd, 1994. In New York, former President Richard Nixon dies at age 81, just days after suffering a stroke.
Others may hate you, but those who hate you don't win unless you hate them. And then you destroy yourself.
Nixon pursued Cold War détente and wound down America's military role in the Vietnam War. But he became the only president to resign when the Watergate scandal forced him from office. 2000.
We were on the phone with them negotiating. They put us on hold, and while we were on hold, they banged on the door. They broke everything in.
During a pre-dawn raid, federal agents in Miami seize Elian Gonzalez from his relative's home. The Cuban boy is later reunited with his father, and both of them return to Cuba. 1889, the Oklahoma land rush begins at noon as thousands of homesteaders rush to stake claims to land in what is now the state of Oklahoma. 1970, millions of Americans concerned about the environment observe the first Earth Day. The demonstration becomes an annual event that's now observed around the world. And 1937...
Get out of my way, son. You're using my oxygen, you know what I mean?
Actor Jack Nicholson is born in Neptune, New Jersey. Among his movie roles, Chinatown, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, The Shining, Terms of Endearment, and As Good as It Gets. Today in History, April 22nd. Camille Bohannon, The Associated Press.
Marianas, that was Today in History from the Associated Press. Right now you're looking at some of the video that was from yesterday at the inaugural MAX flight. MAX, Marianas Air Connections, getting folks from the CNMI from place to place. Right now, they're just doing it from Saipan to Rota, but they have designs on doing quite a bit more. But at least for now, that's what they've got. And we were able to take that first flight, which was pretty cool. We did that yesterday over there in the Marianas. Here's a shot of us getting onto the plane on our way over there. And again, this is footage that we shot yesterday. That's Senator Ronnie Calvo over there to the right in front of us. There's Tony, cameraman extraordinaire from turnkey solutions. And you'll see us get the briefing from the pilot. There's the governor who's going to make his way into the plane. And we chatted up with the owner, said, hey, look at that new plane, by the way. That is a new plane that was just built in January. We hopped on there, and I run up to the front over here just so I can catch the governor making his way in the plane from the front. Kind of cool camera angle. Hey, there he is. And so you got the pilot and co-pilot. And on these flights, the co-pilot seat is available as a passenger seat as well. See, there's his security detail. And I actually sat behind him, so it was pretty neat. On our flight, we had the governor, we had the Senator Babauta from Saipan, we had Senator Ronnie Calvo with us as well. And then on our return trip, we ended up picking up Senator Donald Manglonia from Rota, who was already in Rota when we went there. And here we go. Chris Nelson was on this flight with us from KSPN2. He sat right across from me. And I'll tell you what, so that's, you're going through experiencing the walk onto the plane right there. It is pretty neat. And man, I'll tell you what, those seats are pretty swanky. They are pretty nice. You can see real smooth camera. I mean, that definitely not a gimbal. And then I remember trying to get on that seatbelt. We're trying to hold that camera thing, did not work. But we're able to use the, look at those seats. We're able to use the USB charger and everything. Nice stuff. And we got the full-on nice treatment. I want to go ahead and fast forward so I can show you guys. Oh, there we go. Is that right there? We got the full water cannon salute from the airport rescue firefighters, the ARF guys. So we got to go through that. That was pretty cool. And yeah, it was just a great experience to go through the first flight on a brand new aircraft that's connecting the islands. It was cool. Whenever you get to do like a first in the CNMI, it's pretty neat. So you set this against the backdrop of some of the other stuff that's happening here. So, you take the good, you take the bad. Some things happen, and it's not everybody's happy about the changes all the time, but some changes just happen, and this is one of them. And what's really cool is some of the technology on the screens and everything like that. Oh, those people asking about the, hold on, let's see if I can get back on there. The leg room, somebody asked about. Not that you want to look at my feet necessarily. That was the first one that took off right in front of us. And then we're on the other one. But someone around this time asked about leg room. So I took a shot down by the old feet just to show you that there is plenty of leg room on these things too. See? And I'm 5'10". I got plenty of room. I could slide them all the way out there. Chris Nelson, he's like 6'1", maybe 6'2". He's got plenty of room as well. The Gov, he had all the room in the world over there. It's like he got the exit row seating. So there's your answer for that leg room. And that's looking back down there at the hallway. See, you've got room for not one, but 2 chins per passenger, possibly 3. And that was it. This part I thought was interesting. I'll pause it real quick. You could see, here's a real good look at what all the project is over there at Northfield and Tinian. You never normally get to see, all the years I've been here, you didn't get to see all the different runways exposed because they were mostly covered up by trees and all that. At the far right, you can only catch a tiny little tip of it is runway Able. The one that's most clear on the right-hand side over here is that's runway Baker. That's the one that the military still uses on a regular basis with regards to like some of these trainings, the short takeoffs and landings and all that stuff. Also dropping guys in there. They do that for Cope North. But then all those other little access ways on the side, those are spots that you never really got to see. And now they're all cleared off. A heck of a lot of bulldozing, I'll tell you, took care of those trees. And then you can't really make them out in this, but there are these air curtains down there. They look like 20-foot containers, and they are where they burn all of those trees. And there's some serious filtering that goes through in there. So that's why they didn't just set all that debris alight. No, they put it in these air curtains so that it wouldn't damage the air quality here in the CNMI. So some serious filters going on over there. They're doing a lot of work. Anyway, I'll press play again on it. But you can see it. That's the big complex. I got a good look at it on the way back as well. It's just a wild flight. And so as far as like the altitude and everything, we got up to about like 7,500 feet or so. Okay, and here's the final approach to Rota. This is, by the way, you can see the markings on there. This is our Rota, or sorry, our YouTube channel, which is NMI News 670. And we put it all together, the landing in Rota and everything. That's us on the ground, making our way in, getting off the flight. And this was pretty neat. I'm just skipping through it a little bit. You see the governor coming off the plane. And what we were greeted with folks from Rota. We got the Bozo Bolays right when we walked through. They had music going, everybody saying, welcome to Rota over and over. And big smiles, a real welcoming community. And then the folks from Rota got to go out there and check out the planes as well. It wasn't just, it was, they got to go out there and look at it. And it was like a different period. You didn't need the regular access hoops to jump through and everything like that. You're able to just go out there and take a look at the planes. Almost like the static displays that the military puts on, only you're able to go in these planes, just walk right in and check them out. I love the ladies in Rota. They're like, hey, Brad, can you get them to take us on a short flight around real quick just so we could try it? I'm like, I don't know how much pull you think I have. I don't have that kind of pull. Well, let's see, I just got a message too. Oh no, I'm sorry to see this. Thank you. One second. All right, I'm going to send you guys a photo, share a photo. But that's us walking through right there. There, I'm getting my lay. Thank you so much. And there's the mayor of Rota. It's a little backlit, but we turn around and we get some interviews with everybody. You can watch this full thing for yourself over on our YouTube channel. It's like 2 hours long if you want to catch the whole thing. I mean, it's all there. What I will do, though, you guys were talking about this. I don't know where this is. I'm sure I could zoom in and figure out where it is. That's sad to see. Is this out by Pow Pow? This looks to me like Pow Pow. I'm going to send you guys this photo so you can see it. It's kind of not awesome. Hold on one second. This is what one of you guys just sent me. Yeah, we'll make it bigger though. Yep, okay. This is just a reminder. Someone just sent this to me. Said, hey, could you just remind the community to take care of our beaches? They went down, and this is what they ended up seeing. Looking at that beach out there, I just see the buoy. This doesn't look like Pow Pow to me. That looks like the tanks. So this looks like it's just down the street from us over there by Civic Center. You can see the poles in the water like the ones that the canoes use, the Ba'a guys. And yeah, that looks like a tank out there and one of the short buoys. So, the tough thing is I don't think people leave it like that. I think the dogs get at it, but they don't have a place to put it. But leaving your stuff at the beach, though, you can't do that either. I mean, well, where am I going to put it? Well, you brought it there. You got to take it back with you. That's how it works. I mean, if you bring stuff to the beach, you got to bring it back with you. You can't leave your trash there and expect that someone's going to pick it up. Well, somebody's going to pick it up. Yeah, because they're not irresponsible.
Somebody's going to be responsible, but you should be responsible for yourself. You're not a kid anymore. You bring all that trash, throw it in your trunk of your car. Hey, but I got stuff in there. Yeah. The beach's not yours. It's all of ours. You got to take care of it. So, all right. What inspirational music are we listening to? Holy smokes. All right. By the way, got an update for you. The DPS still hasn't picked up the guy who stole that stuff from the... yeah, I know. They still haven't picked that up from that guy who stole the support jar, the fundraising jar. Hold on, let me see if I can put something else up there. 1 second. Yeah. And so we would like to put that video out again. Maybe something else. Hold on. So let's get that on there. At least I still have it listed as bad guy. I'm really surprised that this guy hasn't been picked up yet. If he has, they haven't told him. They haven't told us about it yet. But we've been messaging DPS, and they haven't received an update yet. But you can see he's about to steal this jar. You see her face come back on. She smiles. There, boom. That was the fundraising jar for somebody's medical referral. I'm not putting names out there, but that guy, you can see him actually in the act of doing it, right? And so we'll just run it on that loop for a little bit. If you know who he is, you could tell DPS. DPS needs to go get him. They haven't gotten him yet. All right. In fact, that's a good time for me to message him again. Here, let me message our guys from DPS. By the way, any news on the jar thief? Send him that message. The guys at DPS, they got their hands full with a lot of stuff. And the guy who I'm messaging isn't the guy who goes around arresting everybody. He is the guy who provides us with all the public information that they're allowed to put out. But this guy in particular, again, that's tough. It's tough. He's stealing from people who are going for medical referral. Asking for people for charitable handouts. Here comes the smiley face, and then here comes the steal. Smiley face, steal. That's it. That's the worst. That's the worst. All right, well, I hope they get that guy. If they haven't gotten him yet, if they did, great, because they didn't the last few times. Oh, you're saying families hiding him? They can't hide him forever. They got to get him. Yeah, someone knows him and doesn't want to take him. Somebody does. They've got to get that guy. And I would like for DPS to go and get him. You know, we're a better place when people like that are held accountable. Right? That's a tough one. All right, hey, just a reminder, unless your number is private, you can give us a call at 670-789-2323, 670-789-2323. That's the number for our show, and that's our, meaning like you and me together. This is your show too. So you can give us a call if you got stuff going on. We're going to have folks coming in here, by the way, this week on Thursday. The folks, let me see, I got the wrong email account open, right? Is this the one? Hold on, let me get you the one that I'm excited about. Oh, here we go. There's a big performance that's happening at Flame Tree, and we're going to have the folks who are in there on the show with us, the Teata Productions. They're going to be coming out with a show for our community. It's called Nothing Micro, about Micronesia. Yes, and hold on. And they're going to be on the show. We got to bump into them just by chance at the Matarana House of Prayer, which is really the retirement home for the Mercedarian sisters. And so we went there and shared some of our Easter feast with the sisters. And oh my God, they're so awesome. They're just so kind, loving, and it's great to spend time with them. And it's, I got a lot of thoughts about that too. Go figure.
that, they give their whole lives, these ladies, give their whole lives to their church and to their faith and everything. And it's not like us, where we get to, if we're fortunate enough to have a family or get married, we've got someone that get old with us. They get old with their faith, and they are, they don't have that one person unless that person is the Holy Spirit himself. But it's nice to be there with them and share some love and comfort with them. It was really wonderful. If you ever get the opportunity to do it, go ahead and do that. Anyway, going back to this, there's going to be a performance at the Flame Tree Art Festival. It's called Nothing Micro About Micronesia. And it's a performance. There's a whole troupe that's coming out here. Folks from LA, from Hawaii, and folks from here are going to be in it as well. And we're going to have them on the show on Thursday morning. Really excited about that. They're going to share with us some things about their show. And we've got some videos of their past performances and stuff that we'll show you on that day. But we're excited about having them in here. I know they have, I heard their flyer isn't correct. Like they've got some misinformation or some information needs to be corrected on their flyers. But either way, looking forward to having them in here as well. But I do have something. By the way, this is the first. I pulled this off the interwebs. I don't think I've ever seen a commercial for the Flame Tree Art Festival before. Where is it? But I did see it. Oh, I put it all the way at the bottom. I saw it, and I'm like, you know what? We need to give some love to these guys. I mean, yes, you have to pay to have commercials on our show. You do. But I've never seen one before from DCCA and the Flame Tree Art Festival. And I want to support what we've got going on, and I know how much hard work they put in there. I'd rather that they paid me for sure. But in lieu of that, I just want to show you the promo that they've got running.
Get ready to experience the heart and soul of the Marianas. The Flame Tree Arts Festival is back, bringing you a vibrant celebration of culture, art, and tradition. Immerse yourself in the rich heritage of our islands. Witness captivating dances, soul-stirring music, and intricate crafts passed down through generations. Indulge in delicious island flavors, explore unique crafts, and create unforgettable memories with your loved ones. The Flame Tree Arts Festival is an experience for all ages. Join us in Saipan from April 25th to 27th for the 44th Flame Tree Arts Festival at the Garapan Fishing Base.
Right? I mean, I figure that might be an AI thing that they did. Maybe. But still, how great is it? Like DCCA actually putting out like a little promo video. Like I thought that was awesome. So I wanted to put that out there to promote them a little bit for them because like they're putting through some of the extra effort. You know who doesn't do that but should? NBA. I'm telling you, NBA. Hear me, NBA. Who I love. You guys are great. Well, if you guys are really smart, you would market to the people from the CNMI. Why? We're not trying to bring them here. No crap, Sherlock. But there's a reason why your budget gets slashed every year by every new administration that comes through. Because people don't see the value in you because you need to market more to them. That's it. You need to spend money marketing to the people of the CNMI so the people of the CNMI don't take your money away. That's it. It's fact of life. And do more stuff. Okay. No cheap shots. No cheap shots on NBA. You guys are great. But that's the thing. Make commercials for the CNMI. Get people excited about your events, NBA. That's how you're going to hang on to your budget. Yep. Buy a camera. I had this conversation with somebody. I'm like, I don't think in all of NBA that there is one camera in their entire business, in their entire office. And that's too bad. But, I mean, that's it. Market and bring in tourists. Absolutely, Ann. That's it. So that's the thing. It's multi-pronged TAC for outreach and for marketing for MBA. Not only do you have to get the tourists in, but you can't do that without money. But you can't keep your money if your budget keeps getting slashed every year. So you need to market locally too, and you have to go out to the schools. I know they do that, but they do that through other ancillary organizations. It's not actually MBA doing it. MBA needs to be going out. MBA doesn't have the capacity to do it. They do it through another outside organization that kind of follows the same kind of lines. But that's a tough one. This MBA needs to be doing that kind of stuff. You need to go out there in the schools all the time. Well, we got my way. I know. But it's got to be MBA. MBA needs to do it. MBA needs to do the public outreach, the community outreach, to go out there and reach the students so that those students who become the voters, who become the policymakers, know how important it is. Oh! All right. We got a reply. This is about our guy for the jar thief. Get back in focus. Our jar thief. Detectives already spoke to him. He was detained but not arrested after their interview. The case will be forwarded to the Attorney General's office for prosecution. So, I mean, it wasn't a violent offense, I guess, so there's no need to sweep him off the street. But they're out there, they got him, but he's not arrested, and the case is forwarded to the Attorney General's office for prosecution. So, we'll see what happens. the gangsta. Nice. Tobak Castro. Man, the myth, the legend, dude. That's hilarious. Always coming through with the good ones. Hey, I reached out to this guy. There's I don't know if you guys have heard. I don't know where I should start the story. Let me get the website up first, and I'll tell you. I really want to get this guy on the show. There's a guy with some developmental disabilities. He suffers from cerebral palsy. And he ended up having a school project where they had to make a business. And he came up with this idea for a hot sauce company and called Crippling Hot Sauce. And he got a B- with his proposal. And he got a B- because his teacher told him that he liked his idea, but it seems like a little far-fetched. Like, it's not really likely that you could really do that. Turns out the guy has sold well over 100,000 bottles of hot sauce now. This kid. It's called Crippling Hot Sauce. This guy is in his wheelchair, and he is awesome. I've watched a lot of funny things about this guy, like his videos. They do some comedy and all this other stuff. But let's put this. I want to show you guys this, and you might end up ordering it. But I've sent a message to them to try to get Drew Davis on the show with us because I think this would be awesome. So it's called Crippling Hot Sauce, and yeah, I love it. I love the ideas. I love the marketing on this. Like it's it's so funny. So the mild hot sauce, he calls it just for the parking. Just for the parking. Like the varying levels of mobility challenged they mirror the level of the heat for the hot sauce. Just for the parking is the mild. The medium is called limping. The hot one is called crippling agony. I mean, you look at the logo. He's got a hot pepper in a wheelchair. Then he's got one that's like a medium, but it's like a smoky bacon barbecue. He calls that one special treatment. And then they've got a nice sweet and spicy one they call Life's a Beach, right? It's great. I love these things. Even the stories about his, let's see, our story. Here we go. This is the guy, Drew Davis. His humor is great. I mean, I love this guy already. If you fail, it's okay. If you don't, you're a legend. I mean, you got to read this guy's stuff. It's awesome. It says, hi there, I'm Drew. And yeah, I have cerebral palsy. But let me tell you, that's just the detail of my story, not the whole plot. Life with CP, it's like living on hard mode. Every task, big or small, becomes an epic quest. But guess what? I'm here to prove that challenges are just opportunities in disguise. Cerebral palsy affects over 764,000 people across the United States. It's a condition that throws curveballs at every turn, making even the simplest of tasks feel like climbing Everest. But here's the thing. I refuse to let CP define me. At Crippling Hot Sauce, we're all about rewriting the rules. Our mission? Simple. We're here to show the world that dreams don't care about your limitations. You got a goal? Dive in, give it your all, and watch the magic happen. Now, why are we different? For starters, we're all about local love. From the veggies in our sauce to the labels on our bottles, it's all homegrown. And here's the kicker. 5% of every bottle sold goes straight to cerebral palsy research. So when you buy our sauce, you're not just adding a kick to your meals. You're joining a movement. You're supporting a dream. And most importantly, you're saying, heck yeah, to turning the impossible into reality. Thanks for being part of our journey. Together, we're proving that impossible is nothing. I love this dude. How do you not love this guy? I haven't even met him. And I think he's great. Look, their loyalty club. It's called Palsy Points. This guy's freaking hilarious. I don't have any palsy points yet. But I do get a free bottle with my first order. So I join the thing. Yeah, let's see what they got. The Triple Cripple Bundle. Freaking awesome. This guy is just hilarious. He's all in on loving this. Look, you can get their stickers. Like, just brilliant. Just brilliant. Idol is right, Toba. I'm telling you, this guy is great. A young guy, and funny. Right? I love it. OG Crippling Kit, hot sauce and swag. Right? Just a name. Like, they called it Crippling Hot Sauce. Freaking palsy points, man. Palsy points. It does not get better than this. Just wonderful. And 5% goes to cerebral palsy research. I love this guy. I really want to get him on the show. Look, there's the heat map. Ghost pepper palsy. God, this dude. This is a guy you want to be friends with. Oh yeah, this one too. Look at that. It's not the hot sauce that put me in the wheelchair. It's the cerebral palsy. This guy. Genius. Genius. If that's not the best friggin' slogan, this is the guy you want to be friends with. This crippling hot sauce. When life hands you cerebral palsy, you make hot sauce. Well, that's what I did. Hey, I'm Drew, and when my teacher called my business idea unrealistic, I took it as a personal challenge to prove him wrong. Now, 250,000 bottles later, crippling hot sauce is kicking CP in the ass. Every single purchase helps fund CP research with 5% of the proceeds going to the cause. So grab some sauce for yourself or a friend and join me in proving that unrealistic dreams are the best kind. Friggin' love this guy, man. See if I can't get him on the show. But that's it right there. That's it. This guy, when he's old enough, he'd be a great guy to have a beer with. It's not the hot sauce that put me in the wheelchair. Yeah, this guy's it. He's a real one. Just the absolute best. All right. Oh, all right. Let's go back. Let's see if I got something else on tap for you guys. I mean, because that might just be about it. We can take a real quick break and talk about some of the stuff that we got from some of our other guys. So that's what we're going to do. It's not the palsy that put me in the wheelchair. This guy, just genius. All right, guys. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. So don't go anywhere. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
Paradise Dental's giving you the gas. Well, not that kind of gas. You already know that Paradise Dental has the most affordable coverage in the entire Marianas, and now we've got something special just for new customers. And now for a limited time, Paradise Dental is offering free gas vouchers for new signups for their coverage plan. If you sign up for a singles plan, you'll get a $10 gas voucher. If you sign up for a couples plan, that's a $15 gas voucher. And if you sign up for the whole family plan, that's a $20 gas voucher right after your first visit. So hurry down to Paradise Dental and sign up for the CNMI's most affordable dental coverage today. These gas vouchers are limited, and with smiles like these, you know they're gonna go fast.
You owned your car for 4 years. You named it Brad. You loved Brad. And then you totaled him. You two had been through everything together. 2 boyfriends, 3 jobs. You're like, nothing can replace Brad. Then Liberty Mutual calls. And you break into your happy dance.
If you sign up for better car replacement, we'll pay for a car that's a model year newer with 15,000 fewer miles than your old one. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care. All right, yeah, that's right. All right, Marianas, welcome back. It is just a tick away from 9 o'clock here on your Tuesday morning. It's Taco Tuesday. Man, tacos sounding mighty fine right now. You're looking at a live shot of Beach Road in Oleai at the almost 90% there. Beach Road project. They got a lot more to do. That April 16th, they should have just said we're going to be most of the way there by that time, because they are definitely not there.
All right. Well, anyway, we got a great week ahead. I hope your week was it started off great yesterday. Ours was crazy and busy and all that other stuff. But we've got a lot more to go. But not for today. Today we're going to wrap up. We got meetings to run to. We got meetings all day pretty much. And then we got that busy deal. Remember, tonight we have at 5 o'clock Off the Hill with Marissa Flores Unplugged. And her first guest, our U.S. Congresswoman Kimberly King-Hines. We'll be right here on the NMI News Service. Really excited to have that show for us. It's the third show that we got. We've got Advocacy Amplified, we got SIP Happens, and now Off the Hill. We're available to do that kind of stuff for you too. If you're interested in getting your own show, it's not free, but it's really affordable. And we can handle all the technical stuff. All you gotta do is talk. And if you got something to talk about, we can help you with that. All right, we're going to wrap it up, guys. Have a great day. Take care. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for all your support. We hit over 9,700 followers. Holy crap. Yes, we are at just over 9,700 followers now. You know what that means? We're going to hit 10,000. Can we hit it before May 3rd? Probably not. That's probably not realistic, not in the next 2 weeks. If we could, though, that'd be pretty badass, because that's when we hit 1 year. We are creeping up on our 1 year anniversary. 1 year was on May 3rd, was our last day with the other folks, and they were wonderful to us. But May 3rd was the last day and officially the first day for us here. So can we hit 10,000 by then? That'd be pretty cool. If we can't, well, eventually we will. So anyway, I want to say thanks to all you guys for supporting us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't done it already, remember, we have the YouTube channel, NMI News 670. If you could subscribe to that, that'd be pretty awesome. We're also on Instagram. You can follow us over there too. Please do. We want to be cool and stuff to get more followers for that. That would be pretty dope. Where are we with regards to Instagram? We're definitely lagging. We have not gotten super cool yet on Instagram. So help us get super cool over there. That's what we got for you today, guys. So have a great one, and we will see you tomorrow.
Good morning, Marianas.
We'll see you at 5 o'clock.
Many things we gotta discuss.
Off the Hill.
Happy day, Tirawamian greetings. To Rhoda, Guam, Saipan, and Tinian. For all your island news, from a beautiful place with Pacific views, it's always so much fun on Good Morning Mariana.